Another reason I left Islam and became a Christian, as I mentioned, I grew up as a Muslim in a Muslim country, and I remember as I was growing up, I never met any non-Muslims. I never read any non-Muslim materials, and because it was a Muslim country, all you have is Islam. And you might be surprised as a Western, especially, that you might think, kids have all the rights to question their beliefs, to challenge a belief, but none of it exists in a Muslim country. You actually have to believe what you're reading, and you cannot question the God of the Quran, the Prophet of the Quran. You just have to believe it, and you don't know any better. And that was my mindset. And as I moved to another country, I met non-Muslims for the first time. It was very interesting to me just to seeing people who were not at all in the same beliefs as me. And I met even Muslims from different sects, and we just had our disagreements. And I was very firm in my beliefs, but I had no idea. I was very confused that how come these people can be non-Muslims. And then I met Christians for the first time, and I received the Bible in my own language, and I started reading it. So I would say this would be my other major reason, is the Bible versus the Quran. So I got the Bible. And that's another surprising fact for you, is most Muslims, whether young or old, women or men, Muslims, they have never read the Bible before. They have not ever read a single book in the Bible, because of knowing from childhood that the Bible is corrupt and is changed. Therefore, there's no value. I don't get into why and when and how and where it's corrupt. That's for another day. But I received the Bible and started reading it, and I noticed the first thing I noticed in the New Testament. I noticed that Christians exalt Jesus above prophets, above angels, above men, and they claim him to be God. And that was the first thing I heard, the first thing I noticed. And I started just reading it, and it was very interesting.